I was angry about the cards that life had dealt me. My parents were both addicts. I was born with alcohol and meth in my system, having to go through homelessness at a young age, growing up poor. I didn't understand why I had to go through so many struggles. Not understanding why I had to go through those things made me think that I had done something wrong, that it was my fault that I had to go through those things, and made me feel like that something was wrong with me. And that just led to this like overwhelming sense of worthlessness, that, you know, I wasn't worth anything to the people around me because they were putting me through this stuff. I wasn't worth anything to God because He was allowing me to go through this stuff. And consequently, I wasn't worth anything to myself. Early on in childhood, it was a lot of rebellion and acting out in school, fights, just generally kind of running amok, getting into trouble. As I got older, it became more extreme things like smoking weed, and when I got into college, it was drug abuse, partying, and violence, breaking into houses and stuff like that. It all kind of caught up to me at one time. Next thing I knew, I was in and out of jail. This last stint in jail I did, I went to the hole a number of times for disciplinary reasons, and the last time I went into the hole was the last 10 days of my sentence. So I had a Bible, I had my top ramen, and I had, you know, my blanket and myself. So I would just get up in the morning and I would read the Bible for an hour. I'd work out, and then I'd read the Bible for another hour, and then I'd work out, and then I'd eat some top ramen, and I'd work out and read the Bible, and it just kind of kept going for 10 days. I did that. It was at that point that I realized that I needed to do something different when I got out this time. Because every other time in the past when I got out, I would just go get high, go straight to the dope house. But that 10 days completely changed my mindset. And I'm convinced that if I had not served that last 10 days in the hole, I may have relapsed when I got out. Trying to heal from those feelings of anger and worthlessness definitely wasn't easy. I came to the Union Gospel Mission. I had to completely change my mindset, deny a false belief that I had about myself being worthless, and I had to come to terms with the fact that the stuff I went through as a kid was not my fault. I do have my days, you know, that, you know, I just wake up and don't understand, you know, why I feel the way I feel. But the difference now is I know how to deal with it. I don't have to repress it and try to hide it. I don't have to go seek out substances to try to mask it, and I don't have to act out. My life without God was just horrible, you know, and so I've seen what God can do. I've seen, you know, the success that God's allowed me to have, and I want to just, you know, kind of keep that streak going, you know, trusting in Him and asking Him for guidance. I think that's the biggest thing I've got from this whole process, is that the things that I went through as a kid and the things that I put myself through as an adult, it was all for a reason. And I think I've come to understand that that reason is to reach out to the kids like that. I'm excited about making a difference in the lives of the kids who went through the same stuff that I went through.